We often see a lot of particles in the Quran, and I just want to kind of go over some of the particles or huruf that we see commonly in the Quran, and just look at them, and just so we're familiar with what the huruf are, and we see this often in the Quran. Okay, so first of all, it's the question. Okay, and this is known in Arabic as istifham. Okay, istifham. Right. Now there are quite a few examples of these in terms of in the Quran. So we'll just list them out so we're aware of what they are. We have man, which means who. We have mada, which means what. We have mata, which means when. We have aina, which means where. Okay. We have limada, okay, which means why. We have kaifa, which means how. And we have hal or a, which means did. And finally we have a, which means which. So these are ones which you just need to learn. Okay, we just need to know them. All right, and I mean they come often in the Quran. And try to give examples. So these, I mean, there's a plethora. You can look in the Quran, you can see all of these. Okay, so that's that. Another one that I want to just mention is the lam of Tawqeed. The lam of Tawqeed is an extra lam that is often put before nouns, and it's used as an emphasis. It's also sometimes put before particles as well. It's used for emphasis, and it can even be put before verbs as well, so that it can attach to a noun or a verb or a particle at the start of it. Okay, it has no grammatical effect whatsoever, but the only thing that we need to know is that it will just come as la. Okay, so la with lam with a fatha. Okay, an example just a quick example that we can give in the Quran. Two examples we'll give. Wala abdun. Khairun. Oops, no, it's not that. Okay, wala abdun mu'minun khayrun min mushrikin. Okay, and definitely, okay, a Muslim slave is better than a disbeliever. Okay, a disbeliever. So that lam there, you see that lam there, that's used as emphasis. Definitely. Okay, that's on. Another example we see in a surah that is quite familiar for us is Innal insana lafi khusr. That lam there, that is an emphasis. Okay, indeed, mankind is definitely in loss. Okay, in a state of loss. So that's the lam of Tawqeed, and we see that often in the Quran. Just we need to remember it has no grammatical effect in and of itself, but the purpose is for emphasis. Okay, another one that we see in the Quran is the word qad. Okay, qad, again, it's a particle. Okay, and it's used for emphasis, and also just to kind of convey the meaning of already, something that's already been done. Okay, and it can also have the meaning of might. Okay, as well as certainty. So whenever qad comes before a mudari' verb, before a present tense verb, then it has the meaning of might. Then whenever a qad comes before a past tense verb, then it has the meaning of certainly. Okay, and that, so it only relates to verbs. Okay, it has no grammatical effect. So an example of them is this. So before a past tense verb is قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. Verily, certainly, the believers have already succeeded. So this has the meaning of certainly, and it has the meaning of already. So verily, definitely, certainly, the believers have already succeeded. Okay, so this is obviously a past tense. Okay, in the present tense, we have, for example, قَدْ يَعْلَمُ اللَّهُ الْمُعَوِّقِينَ مِنْكُمْ. Okay, Allah already knows the hinderers amongst you, those who cause hindrance. Allah already, that qad, it gives that a meaning of already. Okay, so this is this is qad. Okay, now another one that I wanted to show you is this the ones known as Sin and Sofa. Sin and Sofa, we see they prefix verbs, okay, and their purpose is to push the meaning towards the future tense. So they come before present tense verb, because obviously the mudari, it can connote present tense and it can also connote future tense. This Sin or this Sofa is meant to push it forward. Okay, so push it forward to the present tense. To the future tense, and this is known in Arabic as harf istiqbal. Istiqbal. Okay, so examples we see in the Quran. سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم. They will say. They will. That seen there. يقولون means they are saying or they say. سيقولون means they will say. They will say ثلاثة. Okay, that there's three. رابعهم كلبهم, and the fourth is their dog. Okay, this is talking about the people of the cave. Okay, so that scene there is pushing the verbs يقولون to the present tense. Example of Sofa. قال سوف أستغفر لكم ربي. Okay, that he said, I will ask my master for forgiveness for you. So that's Sofa. What that does is that pushes the seeking of forgiveness astaghfiru to the future tense. Okay, to the future tense. So that's Sofa. Okay, so that's one we need to just be a bit wary of. Okay. Another example is the example of I think this will probably be our final one. Let's have a look. Imma. Okay, imma. Imma has the meaning of either. Alright? And it's always used twice in a sentence, like either this or that. Okay? And that's the meaning that it gives. It has no grammatical effect. Okay? But the point is it gives that meaning. So, I mean, an example in the Quran. إما أن تلقي وإما أن نكون. I should say نكون. Yeah. أن نكون أول من ألقي. Okay. Either you are thrown down or we will be the first to throw down. Okay. Either you are thrown down or we will be the first to throw down. So imma is used twice here. Okay. There and there to mean either. Okay. And so these are some particles that I think are important for us to just be wary of when we see them often in the Quran.